Indigenous media. A fresh approach to coverage of political events. "2017 Eastern Region Annual Conference of the British National Party. Alternative factual coverage about today's issues. A series of interviews presented by Steve Squire.
I'm Steve Squire from Indigenous Media, and you are?
My name's Nigel Christopher. I've been a member of the British National Party from around 2002. I've been a Surrey organiser for the British National Party, and I'm here for the annual conference down in the southeast.
Right, yeah, because this is, I think this is the first sort of annual regional conference that the southeast have had.
Yes, I think it's going to be the first of many actually, Steve. The party's growing. We only had 60 places, I believe, available, and they went very quickly, and next time we're going to have to find a much bigger and better venue.
Which is good. Do you know if the leader's going to show up today?
I've got no idea about the leadership, Adam Walker. I'm sure he's got a very good reason, Steve, for not being here today, but I don't know the reason for it.
Yeah, well, let's hope he turns up. It would be good.
Yeah,
good for morale for the party.
Yes.
And you're going to be speaking later, you say?
Yes, I'm going to be speaking. I'm going to be talking about the benefits of Islam later on today. So I've got a speech arranged. It's probably going to take about half an hour.
And which, generally, the party's been very quiet, I believe, lately. And how do you think? Do you think it's been very quiet lately?
I think we have been very quiet recently, but I also believe on annual conferences such as this, it's an opportunity to revive ourselves and to go forward and to make sure that people know about the British National Party. We're very much an anti-racist party, and I think sometimes that gets forgotten, Steve. You see, the problem is, in Britain, the British people, no matter what their creed or colour, we're actually being discriminated against. If you're born in this country, it's really, really important that we get the benefits of our society, and at the moment that is not happening.
So you would be in favour then of the party policies getting stronger in regards national identity?
Yes, I think that's very important. I'm a great believer, for example, like the Aborigines in Australia, that they've been discriminated in a terrible way. I could even talk about the Red Indians, for example, in the United States of America. They really have been discriminated against, and slowly they've been pushed and pushed and pushed out of their rightful belonging in the United States. And I think it's really important that the British people also have an opportunity, Steve, to have a say.
Yeah, Indigenous people and their rights to the land, I'm all for that. I mean, I think it's probably time for us to sort of, I know that Islam is one of the topics you're interested in, quite rightly so. With these rapes that are going on and the violence towards our people, I think it's probably time for the British National Party to start calling for what people like the alt-right Richard Spencer are talking about, which is, he's talking about, as you know, safe spaces for whites. I'm advocating that the party sort of like go in the direction of safe spaces for Indigenous British people in the UK. How do you feel about that?
I think that's a very interesting concept, and going back to your earlier point on Muslim rapists, I think it's also important to remember there's lots of rapists in this country and there's lots of paedophiles, but if we don't understand why Muslims in particular actually carry out these rapes, and let's be clear, not all Muslims do this, it is a minority, but the fact that it's happening, we have to understand why they're carrying out these acts. And once we can understand why they're carrying out these acts, then we can actually move forward and find a solution.
Yes, okay.
We need to open up the debate, and I don't believe there's a debate at the moment. Slowly we're moving towards a society where we're starting to have a debate, but at the moment that is just not happening. And this is what we really need to focus on and really need to concentrate on: freedom of speech, a good, open, honest debate, so that the debate is one worth having.
Well, it's certainly looking very busy, the conference, and hopefully you'll get a chance to discuss these topics. I know that you champion them. So thank you very much for conducting the interview.
Thank you very much indeed for having me here and interviewing me,
You're
Steve.
welcome.
Much appreciated.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you.